Please be reminded that the Prince George's County Public School administrative procedures regarding appropriate use of technology, social media, and email continue to apply to our online instruction. In addition, this session may not be recorded without the instructor's consent. The description of the applicable procedures is provided online in the Students' Rights Responsibility Handbook. Thank you for your cooperation. This is sent on behalf of Charles Herbert Flowers High School Administration. Well, hello, my very creative students. Today's lesson is going to test your creativity and invite your imagination to go to work. The project that we're going to be working on is called Creation with Found Objects. Now, the meaning of found objects deals with the artist's belief that the things that he discovers have value, and they present it to the viewer in a very aesthetic way. The quality, the worth of presenting nature in a new way is something that we're going to try to achieve, because we always see a leaf hanging off of a tree, but when we find a leaf or we find a piece of bark from the tree, how can we recreate it? This week's lesson is going to involve an outdoor experience that's going to get you up and get you moving right out of the house, because we've been cooped up far long enough. We are going to get our supplies from nature. Not all art supplies have to come from the art supply store or from the back room in the teacher's classroom, the storage room. We're going to go outside and we're going to find all that good stuff that's just right outside your front door or right outside your back door. And we're going to discover some nature. That could be things such as flowers, leaves, twigs, seed pods, all kind of things that you'll discover along the way. So jumping ahead a little bit, I just want to fast forward to the end, that once you've gathered all of your materials, you're going to arrange your found objects in such an amazing way and repurpose it for all to see. So let's get started. Oh, you know what? One other thing I wanted to say. When we talk about things in nature, I wanted to point out to you that this leaf right here, one day I was sitting in the house just minding my own business, and this big giant leaf just fell down from the tree. It was the fall, and it just floated down, and I went out there and I gathered that leaf and this giant pine cone, and I said, I have to paint that. So I got my little metallic paint and I just painted it, just because it was just so beautiful. And then it kind of matches things, because in life we always imitate nature. And on this wallpaper are some beautiful leaves, and they're actually the same color of these leaves from nature that I painted. So we're going to go outside and we're going to discover all the beauty that's out there for us to gather as we go on this nature walk. Wow, it's pretty cold out today. Okay, well, let me get my coat on and put my little scarf on. I've got my bag because I'm going to go and start collecting all kind of goodies. Off we go. All right, now it's time for this nature walk, and I'm going to investigate and see what kind of good things I can find. Oh, look at there. This is a nice little pine. I can take that for some pizzazz. All right, let me put that in my bag. Oh, look at this unique tree. It looks like a woodpecker's been around here carving out little details. Look how intricate his work is. Wow. Oh, and a piece of bark. Let me put that in my bag. Really nice find. Okay, let's see what else I can find. Sometimes you really have to look deep into the ground. Look, now some kind of nut has been cracked open, and it's all over the ground here. I think I can do a lot with it.
What's that?
Be careful. Oh, this tree is loaded with bean pods, and it looks like they've all fallen down. Oh, there's a bunch of them. I love these. Wow, what is this? I've never seen anything like this. It resembles a beehive, but I guess it's another tree knot. Interesting. Well, I'm going to collect that too. I don't know if I'll use it, but it's unusual and I'm going to collect it. Oh wow, look at this. It has natural moss on it, my favorite color, green, and you can make a slingshot out of it. Now this is a nice flat rock. I'll get me a couple of those. All right. Oh, it's a whole field of these little round things. I'm sure everybody has seen this little guy. They fall out of these tall trees, so I'm gonna get about 10 of these. Really good. Look at his little shavings. I'm gonna get a few of those because his teeth marks left a little pattern on them. Look at that one. You could probably use something like that for wings. Now, pine cones in nature always are fun to look at. Oh, this guy is beautiful. Look at those markings. All right, let me see if I can. Nope, that's not gonna work out. Nope, he's gonna have to stay. Look what Mr. Beaver bit him too, but he left some beautiful markings. Well, now that we're back from this amazing nature walk of gathering nice materials for our art project, it's time to go inside and put it all together. See ya. All right, so we're back from that amazing nature walk and finding those objects. So now that it's time to do the project part, you're definitely going to need some glue. You may need a pair of scissors, and you're going to need a large piece of paper. Now, you may not have a large piece of paper like we have in the traditional art classroom, but sometimes you can get an old cereal box and you can just kind of cut it open. Okay, there we go. So now we have a nice big paper. And you can trim it up a little bit so it looks a lot nicer than this. In my case, I have paper. So I'm going to go ahead and put my supplies. Remember, you also need that plastic bag. You would have needed that for your gathering. And then you need all of your found objects. I'm going to just dump my found objects inside the box. They all are. Oh, look at there. I think that's my project. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I don't have to do any work. No. So I'm going to still rearrange my found objects and make something very creative. Alright, I'm gonna put the last few finishing touches on it, gluing everything together so that it doesn't come apart. Gluing every part of it. And when it dries, this creation will be done. Not bad. I want you to take a few minutes to take a look all around it. And that is my found object project. Can't wait to see yours. I had a great time making my collage. Everything just naturally came together. So while we're working on this, once you're done and you've taken your photograph and uploaded it, the very last part is you're going to do a written description of what you put together. You're going to talk about the materials that you use, which is your medium, and describe it. Describe your process. Just give me a quick paragraph. There's a place in Google Classroom also for you to upload your paragraph. Just type it directly into the typing area, in the response area. Don't try to write it on paper. It's very hard to see when you write it on paper and upload that. So again, write it directly into Google Classroom, a description of your project. Our lesson is coming to a close now, and it's time to photograph those wonderful collages that you've put together. I want you to be aware that this project is going to be due Friday, May 1st, no later than 9 a.m. in the morning. I'll be available on Zoom. I'll be live from 12 to 1. And if you have any questions about anything, you can meet with me there from 12 to 1 on Zoom. And I'll post that address right before the time. Now, for those students that take my class twice, the drawing and painting and art one, please tune in at 12 o'clock so that we can talk about some differences for you. All right, with that being said, I'll see you, and I want you to have a great week, and I want you to have a greater walk of discovery.